Hello everyone, how's it going? Before we begin today's lesson, class, I want to say that I am so sorry that it has been almost 8 months ever since the last episode. That's crazy. I can't believe that I've been going on for basically almost 8 months without this series. However, hear me out. I have my reasons. Over the course of last spring, I was relatively busy, and over the past month and a half or so, as you know, I've been very much into Terraria, and well, wanted to get out as much of that content as possible. And I have 3 episodes those that are pretty exciting just on the horizon. However, before we can start new projects, we should finish up old ones. But anyways, enough of me blabbering. Welcome back to the Redstone School class. I have missed you all, and well, what are we going to learn today? As you remember, last time we learned about T flip-flops, essentially a redstone circuit that turns a button into a lever. And before that, we learned about monostable circuits that essentially turn a lever into a button. Today, we'll be learning about pulse extenders. What is a pulse extender, you may ask? A pulse extender is a circuit that allows us to, as the name implies, extend the pulse. After doing a bit of research, here are the designs that I've come up with. Here are the designs I managed to find. So the first pulse extender we're going to take a look at is this fella right here. It's what we call the round table pulse extender. As you can see, if we hit this button right here we will have the lamp turn on, but the pulse will rush through, but we'll keep going because we also have this loop that wraps around here. And because there are 4 ticks instead of 1 like here, that's why the pulse is longer. And this thing is super compact as well. All you need is a 3x3 area, 4 blocks like this, a repeater running into 1 block, and then 3 just circling around it. Make sure to set the repeaters to 4 ticks, and place the thing you want to extend the pulse on, and voila! Here you have your creation. Very simple, very awesome. And well, yeah. Over here, we have the comparator pulse extender. Now, the way that this one works is fairly simple. As you can see, we hit this button and it starts to flare up and then flare down, down, down until the pulse is worn off. So essentially how this works is that the comparator runs a division of pulses and it cycles around. So we're running at the pulse of 15, it goes 15 through the comparator. Then 14, 14, and comes out as 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and so on until eventually it runs out. And another cool thing that I would like to show you about this design is that it's possible to extend such. As you can see, it's possible to place 2 comparators and the pulse will run even longer. However, the amount of pulse that is required is up to your preference. But yeah, as you can see, it's a very simple design. Just some redstone, 2 comparators, and the receiving amplitude. Now, but what about if you needed a design that gives you a pulse extension of exactly 5 minutes? Well, this thing is what it does. It is the item dropper pulse extender. What it actually does is that this dropper, or in this case, drops diamonds, but you can really use any item you want. It really doesn't matter. It drops out the item, and then it drops it onto this pressure plate. It has to be a wooden pressure plate because stone pressure plates don't intercept them, and iron and golden pressure plates don't really function all that well. So yeah, wooden pressure plate, and it gives us a pulse of 5 minutes. Why 5 minutes exactly? Well, because items take 5 minutes to respawn in Minecraft. Because of that, and because of that, we have this 5 minute extension time. Now, something that extends a pole moves more linearly, but wanted something a bit simpler. Well, this design is what you need. It's a pretty simple design, and you can extend the pulse however long you want as well, because you can technically extend it. The only real flaw is that this design takes more space the more you need to extend, which isn't necessarily nice. And lastly, for this video, we'll take a look at this design. This is what I call the controllable pulse extension and pulse extender. So in this hopper, we have a stack of diamonds, and we go ahead and hit this button, then we'll have the diamonds and start rolling into the other hopper and filling that up. And once they all fill up that hopper, it will stop, and any diamonds will stop being in this hopper. The comparator will turn off, and then we'll turn off the redstone torch, and the pulse extension will stop. However, there's also something that you should note, is that if you are using this design, then and you will have to wait until it fully resets, because if you hit the pulse too quickly, so let's say you hit it again, then it won't be consistent, because not all the diamonds have gone through the system, at least yet. And the reason it's called a controllable pulse extender is because, as you can see, the amount of extension depends on the items in the hopper. So depending on how many items you put in, the extension will go by that amount. And thus, it is called the controllable pulse extender. So yeah, pulse extenders aren't necessarily very complicated circuits. They're relatively simple and very simple to make as well. And they're fairly helpful in any sort of builds. And yeah, so in the end, just if you need something to extend the pulse but don't want to continuously spam repeaters, this is how you do it. And so this is gonna be the video. Next time on Redstone School, we'll take a look at the fifth piece of redstone circuitry, logic gates, which will help you figure out things between redstone torches, redstone dust, and all that stuff. So in short, I want to say thank you for attending this short redstone lesson. Leave a like or dislike. Any sort of criticism is appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time, class. Goodbye.